All right, Petro, this is your final cleared height, 11 foot at the Wilson meet. I decided to go with this one because there's a lot more kind of clear stuff that we can talk about in this one versus the one you didn't clear. But I will point out what you did well here. That actually fell apart a little bit at the 11.6 mark. One thing, I don't know if I've mentioned it to you yet, but your approach is looking a lot better this year. Last year, you were literally getting by on your jump alone, pretty much. You had a good accelerated approach, but even at the very end, it was slow. But all that weight training that you've done has really paid off, and I think that's actually a big part of why you've had so much trouble this year, is you're so much faster that you're not used to it, and how that transitions into the vault. You got good, like sprint form and acceleration here. Now here, you can already see a couple things that we need to work on. The first is, where's that function? This guy right here. That arm is totally bent. You really want it straight out to about here. So that would actually put you back. Even your top arm is bent too. Actually, I hadn't noticed that before. So that's something we got to continue working on. I think now that we've gotten you back to a 6-step and can put you a little bit higher on the pole, that might be a little easier for you. And that'll help get you into the bend a little bit better too. Your jump's doing fine. Now, one thing I like to point out too, first off, kind of along the same lines of what I was just talking about, you can see your back arm's pretty straight here, but your shoulder is all the way against the pole here, which is why, let me zoom out, this right here is the most flex you're getting out of the pole. And your bend is normally a lot better than this. You normally get something a lot more like that, which is exactly what you want, especially out of the sky pole, because they flex pretty well. They're designed for high school vaulters, but you're not getting that bend out of this one. But like I said, moving back to the higher handhold may take care of that. Another thing that you're doing a lot better at, and I think it's largely akin to, or because of your weight training stuff, you can actually see your shoulders are right here right now. You raise them way up over. You're actually jumped over your handhold by a fair amount on this jump. You don't do that at all at your 11.6 jump. You basically were clearing right where your handhold was, but on your 11-foot jump, you actually went at least a couple inches over your handhold, which is good. I'm really excited to see you're finally getting enough strength off the push. You can see your arms pushing off up here. The bends actually has come full circle. You came out of the bend, it straightened out, and as you push off, you're using so much force that it's actually reflexing the bend a little bit, and that's good. That's a sign that you're really pushing. And another thing I noticed that you did really well on this jump, once you're over and you get that good falling position, see your arms are in front of you as you finish throwing the pole away and come back down. You bring them back and then fall backward, which is really good. That'll keep you from knocking the bar down with your elbow or something like that again. So overall, I thought your 11-foot was actually a really good jump. And if you would have pulled a couple of those little things together, you would have gotten the 11.6. And like I said, I think a couple of those are just going to be taken care of with your longer approach. So good job, Petro.